Hey Ryan, Matthew here with Buckhorn Discount Optical, and with the help of my GoPro camera, I'm going to show you how I cut lenses for your RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer. As you can see, RayBan 2132, color 811 for the size 52, which is the blue rubber. I'm going to take this out, slide this out of the case. Here is your black Italian leather case. You've got the RayBan cleaning cloth on the inside. And I've also got your blue rubber. I'm going to take it out of the packaging that RayBan sends it to me. Open this up, and of course you got a little plastic sleeve on this side that they put on there for shipping. And these are your sunglasses. And the first thing I'm going to do is take out the gray gradient lenses that RayBan puts in there. Pop those out, put them on the counter, and I'm going to put your Italian sunglasses, which are about to be clear glasses, into my Italian edger. It's a Santinelli LE1000. Hit the trace button, and the first thing that's going to happen is this is going to come up and trace the shape of your right lens, and then it's going to trace the shape of your left lens. This is how the computer tells me what shape to cut. Okay, I'm going to pull up the shape of your lens on my computer. I'm going to put in your pupillary distance. I'm cutting a polycarbonate lens for a Xyle frame, which is an old school name for plastic. Now let me get everything ready. Your right lens is +1/4 -2 at 90. I'm going to spin the axis wheel on my Marco 101 lensometer to 90. Find +1/4. Put your lens in, and then I'm going to rotate it till I find the sphere power. Check your Stigmatism Correction. Get everything lined up with your optical center. Now I'm going to put some dots on your lenses. I'm going to mark this the right lens. Now let's do your left lens, +1/4 -150 at 80. I'm going to spin the axis wheel to 80. We're still on +1/4. Yes, we are. I'm going to put that in, rotate it, find the sphere power, lock that down, check your Stigmatism Correction, find the optical center, and then put a couple dots on here and mark this one L. So I need to put a block on here while this is cutting. So what I'm going to do is use a double-sided adhesive sticker. I'm going to pull this off, put it on the block, pull off this side, make that one sticky, line everything up like just the crosshairs of a scope, and we're good to go. Let me do your left lens and we'll start cutting. This is actually, the little black side is the sticky side. You can see it sticking to my finger. I'm going to put that sticky side on that, pull this away, make this side sticky, and line this up on your lens. Now I'm going to put it into the lathe to start cutting. It goes into the chuck. Hello, Chuck. Now, got to hit start. Even on these $30,000 piece of equipment, you still have to hit start. Now the first thing that's going to happen, the LMU is going to come down and trace the shape of your frame onto the lens to make sure this is large enough to cut out, which it is. I measured in advance, so I do not have any problems coming my way on live TV. It's tracing the concave side of your lens first, which is closest to your eyelashes. Now it's checking the thickness of your lens and cutting the convex side of the lens. The actual cutting wheel is down here. It's the lighter color wheel of the three. It's like a heavy grit sandpaper. It's going to grind away most of the polycarbonate. This wheel in the center is the channel that's going to put the bevel onto the lens, which is the knife-like edge, so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. This will get loud, but I just want you to see it hit the cutting wheel. Now it is now 8:25 on Thursday, March 6th, 42 degrees in Durham, North Carolina, my hometown. This whole process will take about 15 minutes, and hopefully it'll be fun for you watching your prescription glasses being made. And it's been a couple weeks. You said your son broke your last pair for you. You're going to love getting these. Now your prescription, your right eye is +1/4 -2 at 90. This first box is the magnification that you need. Everything is in quarter increments, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1. So it's now putting the bevel onto the lens. You see that little bit of optical sawdust that just fell off. You can see a little bit more as it comes around. Let me see if I can pull it off. That was from your lens. Although this has no smell, unlike wood when you cut it. I love the smell of fresh cut wood. So, you need one step of correction to either magnify or minify. In your case, it's magnify. The majority of your prescription is in your astigmatism, and you got crazy stigs, dude. Nah, that's actually most of the power. So, again, everything, this first box magnifies everything to the correct size. The second box takes away the fuzzy edges. That's what astigmatism is. It makes 6s and 8s look alike, P's and F's and E's look alike. Essentially, it's the fine-tune knob, and this shows us where to fine-tune that knob to make everything nice and crisp. So you need one step of correction in your right eye. The astigmatism, you actually need 8 steps. If this were a ladder, you're on the 8th rung of a ladder. Your left eye is a little better. You still need one step of magnification, but you need 6 steps of correction for the astigmatism. And there is a stigma over the word astigmatism. It just means shape. It's like someone has straight hair, someone else has curly hair. Now, you still had a little bit of rough edges on your lens, so I used my handstone, which is completely flat and just works on friction. And I'm going to use my thumbnail to scrape away the last of that optical sawdust, which technically in school is called schwarf. If you see that, I do this in every video because I like to entertain myself. The clown gets to laugh every once in a while. So what I've scraped off of your lens, I put on the counter, and then I wipe it on the floor. And if you've seen my videos before, you have seen me tell kids, I went to school for years to learn how to wipe things on the floor. Don't expect to be able to do it on day one. So this will, I can almost guarantee this is going to fit perfect. The size 52 is one of the easiest frames to cut for. I'm going to tuck your lens in at the outside corner and using my thumbs, press down and it snaps right in. So let's start cutting the left lens. I'm going to flip this over where it has left and then hit start. It's the same as the process before. It's going to come and trace the shape of your frame onto the lens. In emails, people tell me they like watching this, so I'm going to let this go a little bit longer so they can see the process as it goes around and around. If this were a pen, it is drawing the shape of your lens onto the frame. Let me see if I can do this on this side. I'm doing graffiti now. Is that the shape of your lens? It's close, very close to it. My terrible artwork, my graffiti on your lens. Don't worry, it's water soluble. This is all going to wash off. So while that's cutting, I'm going to close this. I'm going to take this block off, pull the sticker off, and I'm going to blot this a little bit. Now you've got a big bloody red spot there. Now that's just the ink. I'm going to put this back into the lensometer. I'm going to spin this back to 90, and I'm going to check to make sure I cut this right. Everything lines up perfectly. Now, in order to pop your lenses in and out, because you also want to get the blue-orange frame, which is color code 789, in order to take the lenses out, I turn the frame downward, and with my thumb at the nose, I grab the frame with my left hand, and you can torque the frame. You're not going to hurt the frame, and you're not going to hurt your unbreakable lens. And did I mention that not only is your lens unbreakable, it's bulletproof up to 22 caliber and has both UVA and UVB protection. So I'm going to use my thumb and I torque the frame just a little bit, and pressing with my thumb, I push, your lens pops right out. Now in order to tuck it in into any color, I turn the frame upright, I tuck it in at the outside corner, and with my thumbs at the nose, I just press down and now it snaps. I'm going to go back in there because I need to be able to test the pupillary distance. I'm going to get that lined up perfectly and put another dot in the center. One that won't smudge this time, hopefully. So here at Buckhorn Optical, you buy the frame and you get free single vision lenses. These are polycarbonate lenses which are thinner, 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. So not only are they thinner and lighter weight, being more comfortable, they are aspheric, meaning they don't have, it's not spherical, it's not round like a basketball, it gives you that fishbowl effect. As you can see, the lens has the same curvature as the frame, makes it a much better cosmetic appearance. I don't know if you've seen people and they've got lenses bulging out of their frame, it looks terrible. It's like some people just don't care about the work they do. My co-worker is texting me, let me just see what he's got to say. Lots of sleet here, slick roads. He won't be into work until 10 tomorrow. Of course, I'll be there at 9. Alright, let me spin that around. Take off those rough edges, scrape off that, put it on the floor. You know me. Alright, so now test this to make sure it fits. Tuck this into the outside corner and press down with my thumbs. It snaps right in. I'm going to take this block off, pull the sticky thing off, spin the axis wheel back to 80 to make sure your stigmatism is lined up perfectly. Put that into the optical center. Check that, and perfect, plus a quarter, minus 150. Now I'm going to test your pupillary distance. It should be 62. I'm going to put, well, when it's right side up, I'm going to put my pupillary stick on one end, and you can see where it meets on the right lens. That is 2 ticks past 60, making it 62. The last thing I want to do is use my optical grade acetone to clean the red dots off your lens that I put there. And even though I'm going to adjust these for you this weekend, I'm going to make sure the frame is in standard alignment on the table, which means, oops, I saw a little bit of red. I saw a little bit of red. Let me clean that off. I'm going to put it in a 3-point stance, meaning that 1, 2, and 3 are touching the table at the same time. I put my thumbs down. There is no wobble. I flip it over. There is no wobble. I make sure that each temple lines up on top of the other and that the tension is the same on both temples when they open and close them. It is. Ryan, I really appreciate it. You could have bought your frames from anyone, but you bought them from the guy who's going to give you free prescription lenses. Well played, sir. If anyone has any questions, just email me at buckhornoptical@gmail.com. I'll be glad to answer them very quickly. And Ryan, I'm glad you've got a chance to see how your glasses are made and how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.